Probiotics and prebiotics both support gut health, but they're quite different in what they are, what they do, and when to use them. Please like and subscribe. So what's the difference? When should you use which? Why are they good for you? And well, when can they actually be bad for you? Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria that you consume to add good microbes to your gut. Prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that act as food for your existing good gut bacteria. So, what do they look like? Well, probiotics are actually found in a variety of fermented foods, such as yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and kombucha. And, if those aren't really your thing, they're also available as supplements like capsules or powders. Prebiotics, on the other hand, are found in fiber-rich plant foods, especially things like garlic, onions, unripe bananas, asparagus, leeks, oats, apples, and chicory root. It's pretty interesting, isn't it, just how many everyday foods can help feed your good gut bacteria. So when should you actually use probiotics? Well, you might want to consider them if you've taken antibiotics and need to restore your gut bacteria, or if you experience digestive issues like IBS, bloating, or diarrhea. They're also helpful if you want to support your immune system or your skin, and even when you're recovering from gut infections. It's all about giving your body a little extra support when it needs it most. So, you might be wondering, when should you use prebiotics? Well, you should consider them when you want to promote long-term gut health. They're also really helpful if you're already taking probiotics, since, prebiotics actually feed those good bacteria. If your goal is to improve regularity and digestion, prebiotics can lend a hand there too. And if you want to support weight management and help control inflammation, prebiotics are worth thinking about. So why are probiotics and prebiotics good for you? Both of them can improve your digestion and help your body absorb nutrients more effectively. They also work to strengthen your immune system. On top of that, they support mental health through what's called the gut-brain axis. They can reduce inflammation and help with digestive discomfort like bloating, gas, and symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome. But, it's not always smooth sailing. When can probiotics be bad? Well, sometimes they can cause gas, bloating, or even an upset stomach, especially when you're just starting out. And really importantly, people who are immunocompromised should avoid probiotics unless they've been approved by a doctor. So, prebiotics can sometimes cause a bit of bloating or discomfort, especially if you have them in high amounts. And for people with IBS or FODMAP intolerance, these symptoms might actually get a bit worse. Now, let's talk about some of the best foods that combine both probiotics and prebiotics, which are actually called symbiotics. Some of the best symbiotic food combinations out there include yogurt, which is a probiotic, paired with banana or oats, which are prebiotics. For example, a bowl of plain yogurt topped with sliced banana and oats is a classic combo. The reason this works is pretty simple. Yogurt adds those good bacteria, while bananas and oats feed them with fiber. Another great combination is kefir, which is a probiotic, with chia seeds or flax seeds, which are prebiotics. For instance, you could have a kefir smoothie blended with berries and chia seeds. Why does this work? Well, kefir supplies those beneficial bacteria, and chia seeds provide the prebiotic fiber they need. So, here's a great combo. Kimchi or sauerkraut, which are probiotics, paired with quinoa or lentils, which are prebiotics. For example, you might enjoy a grain bowl with kimchi, cooked lentils, and some leafy greens tossed in. Why does this work, you ask? Well, kimchi delivers live cultures to your gut, while quinoa and lentils provide the fuel that helps those beneficial bacteria thrive. Now let's talk about another tasty pairing, miso, a probiotic with prebiotic-rich foods like garlic, onions, or leeks. Think of a comforting miso soup made with garlic, scallions, and maybe a bit of tofu. Miso brings fermented goodness to the table, and garlic and onions help feed your gut microbes, making this a really smart choice for your gut health. So let's talk about tempeh, which is a probiotic paired with asparagus or whole grain rice, both of which are prebiotics. For example, you might enjoy a stir-fried tempeh with brown rice and some delicious roasted asparagus. Why does this combination work so well? Well, tempeh is a fermented protein, and both asparagus and rice are packed with gut-friendly fibers. Next up, we've got kombucha, a probiotic, alongside apple or raw carrots, which are prebiotics. Imagine sipping a glass of kombucha with some sliced apples or maybe a raw veggie snack. The reason this pairing is effective is that kombucha brings live bacteria, while apples and carrots provide plenty of fiber for your gut. Now, let's look at fermented pickles, which are a great probiotic combined with artichokes or chicory root, both prebiotics. For instance, you could have some fermented pickles served with roasted artichokes or perhaps a chicory root salad. This works because pickles offer gut-friendly bacteria, and both artichokes and chicory contain inulin, a beneficial fiber. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe.